Hey guys, welcome back to She Views. Today we're diving into the deep world of Blake Lively, the glamorous queen of Hollywood known for her roles in Gossip Girl, The Age of Adeline, and many more. If you haven't been seeing the recent trending topics, then you may not be aware of the scandal that Blake Lively has found herself in. But yes, beneath the sparkling veneers lies a darker narrative. So buckle up and grab your teas as we dive into the person that is Blake Lively. So let's start by taking a look at Blake's early days in Hollywood. She was absolutely loved for her role in Gossip Girl, where she played Serena Vanderwoodson, but not everybody praised her for her off-screen persona. There was a few rumours that swirled around about her being a bit less friendly to her co-stars, with one of the most talked about incidents being the relationship between her and her co-star, Leighton Meester. And I do hope I've said her name right. I've tried to listen to a few people say her name and I'm hoping that I've got it correct. But it is alleged that the two co-stars did have some tension, and when the executive producer was asked about it, he mentioned that Blake and Leighton were not friends. They were friendly, but they were not friends like Serena and Blair. Now, I have gone down the Reddit rabbit hole, and there's quite a lot of conversation happening in regards to Blake and Leighton's friendship. There's people trying to figure out why the two don't seem very close, as well as people coming up with their own theories and allegations as to what Blake did or what Blake may or may not have done. None of these are proven, so feel free, if you want to go down that Reddit rabbit hole. What I did find is a few Gossip Girl cast interviews where Serena, she seemed like she was joking. However, some of the jokes do come across as a bit rude, and you can see it in Leighton's face where at first she laughs but then she stops. I will insert some of the interviews here so you can see for yourself.
There was another promise was no pet monkey. Yeah. Chuck has a matching pet monkey with coordinating outfits, and I was like, I would love to be part of the show, but I can't act with a monkey. And then I got a few of them.
She's got a few of them.
Come on.
I'm just brunette because of the books.
Everyone knows blondes are nicer anyway. A moment by me.
So it's interviews like these that have basically played a part in fueling the whole fire of Blake's mean girl attitude. And people have even found out that Blake and Leighton don't follow each other on Instagram. Is that a big deal? Is it not a big deal? Again, to a lot of people it is, because when you work with someone for so long, there should be, you've shared a journey together, so there's usually some sort of maintain connection. This is what people think. Personally, I'm looking at it from a work perspective. I don't follow all of my colleagues, and usually after I've left a job I don't keep in touch with them, so it could just be a case of that. However, from these resurfacing interviews, people are alleging that the reason that the two of them are no longer friends or weren't friends is purely due to Blake's mean girl energy. Now, swiftly moving on to the recent controversy surrounding Blake, which began during her It Ends With Us promotional tour, when fans started to notice a very distant and cooling relationship between her and the movie director / co-star Justin Baldoni. So the two of them did appear to be friendly during filming. However, fans quickly noticed that while Justin followed Blake on Instagram, Blake and the author decided to both unfollow Justin, which did cause a lot of stir online. And actually, initially people speculated that the problem was Justin, and it was alleged that he was acting unreasonably on set because some of the cast actually started to distance themselves from him. But this narrative quickly died down and changed once both Justin and Blake started giving interviews about the movie. Fans suggested that while Justin had been sincere in his interviews and serious about the theme of the movie, Blake was allegedly in her interviews using the tour to basically promote her personal brands and business, such as her hair products and drinks line. So the fans did find that a bit insensitive. I mean, the movie is about domestic abuse, so the last thing you want to do is promote things such as hair products and drinks, because it's a serious thing. It's things that people experience every day. There's survivors, there are victims to this situation, and so her fans, as well as fans of the movie, expected her to, take it a bit more seriously, like use these interviews to shed a light on an issue that affects women around the world. And so the fans, rightly so, were very disappointed just to see how Blake was acting in her interviews compared to how Justin was acting, because he was more sensitive toward the situation. And from this alone, the narrative again just quickly changed to Blake being the villain and Justin being like the hero of the movie. I'll let you guys judge for yourself. I'll include some clips to show the difference between how Blake was in her interviews versus how Justin was, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about this.
This movie is going to affect people, and they're going to want to tell you about their lives. So if someone understands the themes of this movie, comes across you in public, and they want to really talk to you, what's the best way for them to be able to talk to you about this? How would you recommend they go about it?
Like asking for like my address or my phone number or like my location share. Or I could just location share you, and then we could I'm just curious about
social security number.
I'm a Virgo, so I'm like, are we talking logistics? Are we talking emotionally?
Austin at a flower shop.
Yes. Honestly, I went to an apple orchard in New York, in upstate New York, and bought like fresh apple cider from there, and then had my Betty Buzz. It's a mixer, it's just like basically just ginger.
Wow.
Like a ginger beer, but like real, not sugary. It's really good. And then I mixed the apple cider in that, and then put a little cinnamon on top, and squeezed some cherries. And my family was like, "You need to put this in a can," and I did. And you literally just described the day that I created it.
That's awesome. I'm
so
happy.
It's like an experience. It was just like an experience.
And then I read the reason why Colleen wrote the movie. It was for her mother, who had a real life experience like this. You know, she was Lily Bloom. And I just thought if this could affect me in this way, then I could only imagine what it could do for women and people who are in this situation all over the world. Because all of us have a situation or a pattern that we need to end the cycle of.
How did it change?
Just when you think it can't get any worse, it does. A journalist who interviewed Blake Lively back in 2016 releases a video titled "The Blake Lively Interview That Made Me Want to Quit My Job." And in this interview, Blake is in there with her co-star Parker Posey, and the interviewer congratulates Blake on her bump, because at this point Blake was pregnant, and for some reason I think she takes offense to it, because she then retaliates by telling the interviewer who's not pregnant, you know, congratulations on your bump. Blake and her co-star just continue to talk amongst themselves and act like the interviewer is not there, so basically just secluding her. It was a weird watch, so I'll let you guys watch and see what happened.
First of all, congrats on your little bump.
Congrats on your little bump.
What about my bump? Did you guys love wearing those kind of clothes that you...
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know, working in digital.
Everyone wants to talk about the clothes, but I wonder if they would ask the men about the clothes.
I would.
I love little Jed. I know.
Still.
So the resurfacing of this video basically just added fuel to the fire, and since the video has been released, I mean, as we speak, the video is on 4 million views, so as you can imagine, it's gone viral. People are angry. It's also come out that the interviewer was actually infertile, so for Blake to retaliate in that way, it's been crazy. Not only that, since the video has gone viral, the interviewer has come out and she's spoken about the reason why she decided to basically release the video 8 years later, because the interview did take place in 2016.
I felt like I had to actually say something about it. I got so many questions from people asking why I decided to post that interview now, 8 years later. And the reason for that is that I got contacted by another reporter who told me a story that was a little similar to this one that he had experienced, and then we started talking about comparing notes about this, and then I just felt like, you know what, it's not okay to behave like that, and I think it needs to be called out.
I mean, there's been some sort of mixed reaction to the whole drama. Some people have put it down to an undertone of misogyny, whereas others believe that Blake is the ultimate mean girl and needs to be held accountable for her actions. And that's basically what we're seeing. Actually, I would take that back. I would say the majority of people believe that she's the ultimate mean girl, because, yeah, I think this is something that may just derail her career. Whether it ends it, I don't think it will end her career, but I do think it will stagnate it, should I say. So yeah. and Blake is yet to speak on the situation. I don't believe that her or her publicist will actually come out and talk about it. They'll probably just wait for the situation to die down, lay low, and see what happens. But yeah, she's yet to speak on the situation, nor her husband. The only person who has spoken out again is the interviewer, who, following obviously everyone's support, she released a video that, as you guys have seen, and that's pretty much the update we have on the situation. So yeah, there you have it, folks. A glimpse into the current Blake Lively controversy, from past to now. You can sort of see how it's all gone about. I would love to know what you guys think on the situation. Do you think she's misunderstood, or do you think she deserves the mean girl label? Let me know in your comments below. Is she just a funny girl? Does she just have dark humor? Who knows? I would like to know what your thoughts are in the situation. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring the notification bell for more deep dives into our favorite celebs and their secrets. But yeah, until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.
Okay, look at father with his tank top. Alright, so good. It's just like a tablecloth on a white in the Italian restaurant. There's always warmth of everything, you know? Yeah, it's not just the women that